And a good Friday evening to you from Mount Horeb High School, home of Mount Horeb Barneveld Vikings. It is Football Friday here on Wisco Radio. The band is back in town, and we are set for week number 4. It's the Goslings of Watertown coming here tonight to Viking Stadium. They come in 1 and 2. Of course, your Vikings 2-1 on the year. Opening week loss to Grafton 24-7, but defeating Monroe 26-6. And Beaver Dam last week 28-19. Cade Johnson and Brad Richardson with you here tonight. Nice night for football here, Cade, and see if this Vikings team can continue their winning ways.
Yeah, beautiful weather here in Mount Horeb. Of course, as you mentioned, the band is back. Really feels like football season's underway with the Badgers and Packers in full swings. And, yeah, Mount Horeb trying to keep it rolling, keep this win streak going after a solid win on the road against Beaver Dam, as you mentioned, and certainly want to get off to a hot start here at home.
Yeah, it ended up being a tougher game than first thought of last weekend. The Vikings roll off 22 points in that first quarter, but hang on for a 28-19 victory on the road at Beaver Dam. Beaver Dam, traditionally a very physical and tough opponent. So a good way to get a win on the road. Back here at home for just the second time here in 4 games. Take a look at this Watertown team. They lost week 1 to Milton 6-44, and then beat Waukesha South 36-33, and then losing to Sauk last week 23-19. So kind of an up and down start to the season here for Watertown, and Mount Horeb Barneveld's had Watertown's number. They've been some good games. A couple years ago, though, MHB did drop a 60-burger on Watertown at Watertown. So Goslings haven't been able to get a victory over MHB. But tough opponent here tonight, led by their senior quarterback, Davis Cashin, a 5'11", 175 quarterback who is the leading rusher as well. So we'll see if this defense of MHB, who's played pretty well, right? You hold Grafton to 24 points. You stymie Monroe, hold them to 6 points, and a 19-point effort last week. But 6 of those points coming off a pick 6. So the defense doing their part here. This Vikings offense, Cade, a little bit different than what we saw last year, just averaging 20 points per contest. Of course, just at 7 points in the first week does impact things, but a little bit more steady the last couple of weeks, 26 and 28 points respectively.
Yeah, as you mentioned, going back to last year, saw a lot more big, explosive plays. We'd see a few different one-play touchdown drives, and this year it's a lot more methodical offense. Of course, have the big power back in Jack Wilson, who has really stepped up these last few weeks. The way he's been running the ball was held in check week 1 and then looked really good in the victory over Monroe, of course. But and of course, Hendrickson has kind of adapted his play style to fit this team a little bit. Not as many deep throws, but is continuing to develop that chemistry with these wideouts.
Well, one thing that we've become accustomed to is the balance on offense for MHB, and that's no different this year. 158 yards per contest through the air and 148 yards on the ground. So a very balanced attack led by, as you mentioned, senior Jack Wilson. 56 rushes for 305 yards, 101 yards per game, a 5.4 yard per carry average. 3 touchdowns on the year. Also 5 receptions, and he's had one of the longer receptions as well out of the backfield, so kind of a do-it-all back. And, of course, Elon Meyer comes in as well, 35 rushes on the year, 143 yards, and 3 touchdowns. The main target this year has been Hayden Anderson, 15 receptions for the senior tight end, 148 yards, and 1 touchdown for number 8, 6'6", 220. Brooks Hendrickson on the year, 43 of 76, 470 yards, 156 yards per game, 3 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. So matchup here against the 1-2 Watertown Goslings right here on Wisco Radio. We'll take a break and come back with the kick. It is MHB winning the coin toss. They defer to the second half. Will be Watertown ball to start here tonight's contest, week number 4. You're listening to the Vikings on Wisco Radio.
Into a stronger tomorrow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you have a home in the Mount Horeb area that you want to sell? Well, we have a solution for you. First Weber of Mount Horeb is your hometown realtor and is committed to finding you the perfect home. In town or in the country, Mark Nortman and his team will help you find the property of your dreams. Do you or a friend have a home or property that you need listed? Well, call us. We have motivated buyers for these properties. For the exposure and experience you need, call Mark Nortman at 575-3393 or visit them online today at firstweber.com. First Weber of Mount Horeb, your hometown realtor.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
The Mount Horeb Barneveld Gridiron Club is an organization focused on assisting in the development of youth football players and raising funds for the Mount Horeb Barneveld Football program. The mission of the Mount Horeb Barneveld Gridiron Club is to work cooperatively with the Mount Horeb and Barneveld school districts to support the efforts of the Mount Horeb Barneveld High School Football Program and the Mount Horeb Barneveld Youth Football Program. To learn more about the Mount Horeb Barneveld Gridiron Club or to find out ways to support the program, head to mhb-football.com. That's mhb-football.com.
Go long!
And welcome back to Viking Stadium here, home of the Mount Horeb Barneveld Vikings. Brad Richardson and Kay Johnson with you here tonight on the call. Take a look at the defense starters for MHB across the defensive line. Parker Niles, a 6'3", 220 senior, 3 tackles for loss for the senior. At nose tackle, Aiden Knight, a 6'4", 230 senior. Defensive end, Harry Walker, 6'1", 220 senior, 3.5 tackles and 2 sacks for Walker. The linebacking core, Jack Wilson, a 6'3", 220 senior, 28 tackles, leading the team here, and 1.5 tackles for a loss. Eli Meyer, 5'10", 180 junior, 25 tackles, second on the team in tackles. And Henry DeRozier, a 6'2", 210 junior, 4 tackles for loss and 3.5 sacks for DeRozier. The secondary, Ricky Sevilla, 5'7", 155 senior. Andy Jones, a 6'1", 160 senior. Colton Bell, a 6 foot, 160-pound senior. Connor Casey, a 6 foot, 150 sophomore. And Caden Schlimgen, a 6 foot, 150-pound junior. Defense will be on the field here to start. Vikings won the toss. They will defer to the second half. Why not let this defense settle in here to start? Moments away from kickoff here. The band is here tonight. A great show, and we're full throttle with the band. Field's in great shape. Good crowd. Beautiful weather. Week 4 of the high school football season here tonight. Clock running down to about 30 seconds. I think we'll step away here as they get settled in for the national anthem. Vikings on Wisco Radio.
It's a championship lawn. Be ashamed if some weeds took the title.
Nice hit, Johnson.
Are you sick and tired of your lawn getting sacked by weeds? Then sign up with Weedman to help you achieve a lush, green lawn that stands up to weeds. Did I mention that it was kid and pet friendly? Tackle weeds on your home turf with Weedman. Call or click today.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
At Mound City Bank, we're more than just a local community bank. We're your dedicated partner for all of your financial needs. Whether you're looking for a personal or business account, we have a range of options, including free checking designed to suit your lifestyle. When it comes to loans, you can trust that every decision is made locally by our knowledgeable lenders who truly understand the needs of our community.
Come see how Mound City Bank can make banking easier and more personalized for you. Stop by or call us in Mount Horeb at 608-437-2685. Mound City Bank is proud to be here for you, with offices also in Platteville, Belmont, Cuba City, and Mineral Point. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Turn your home into the ultimate family playground with Plain Wisconsin. Choose from our traditional solid wood or maintenance-free vinyl swing sets built for fun, safety, and years of enjoyment. Whether it's a basketball goal for your driveway or a full multi-sport court, Plain Wisconsin has everything you need for backyard action. Want the perfect lawn? Our synthetic turf putting greens and pet turf are perfect for practice, play, and furry friends. With Plain Wisconsin, you get quality, durability, and fun, all in one place. Visit our Middleton showroom to try it first or shop us online at plainwisconsin.com.
And back here at Viking Stadium, Brad Richardson and Cade Johnson with you here tonight. The band's back together.
Yeah, beautiful rendition of the national anthem, like they didn't even miss a beat over the offseason. And as you said, some great football weather here in September. Beautiful nights here at Mount Horeb High School.
Yeah, it's always better when the weather cooperates. Great crowd here tonight. School's back in session. Friday night football. Vikings will be kicking off, starting right to left, south end zone, if you like directions. I like the color scheme here tonight. Of course, those new black matte helmets are real sharp, but the red jerseys and the black pants, great accent here. Watertown and their white tops and blue bottoms, the Goslings of Watertown. Back deep will be Conley Cashin, a sophomore, and also back deep will be Connor Kletch. And also making his way back there, another Gosling. Wilson's got one touchback to his credit. He's got a pretty good leg on kickoffs. No wind to speak of here tonight. Here's the approach and the kick, and we are underway end over end near side, and it's going to take a big bounce and picked up by Kletch, and he's going to reverse field. Now the left side, the 20-25, has some room 30, 35, 40, and up around the 45-yard line. He ran all the way from one side to the other. Contained not the best there, but Watertown will get good starting field position up around their own 45-yard line.
Yeah, heads-up play there from the junior Kletch. Mount Horeb Barneveld kind of losing their assignments a little bit there on the far side and found the seam reversing. Might have been even a little lucky he didn't take that one all the way.
Goslings are led by senior quarterback Davis Cashin, a 5'11", 175 senior. Leading rusher for this Goslings offense as well. In the backfield, Elijah Jans. Split backfield, 2 receivers for Cashin. And it's going to be first man through, eluding one tackler, but can't avoid the wave. And on the carry was Brady Crane.
That was just textbook from the MHB D line there on the first play of the game. everybody staying in their gaps. Crane tried to cut back, and that was not doing either. TFL to start the drive.
Yeah, they lean heavily on this defense, particularly the run defense. 2nd down, 11, Watertown. Back to pass, has a pocket. He'll loft it left side and double covered. Incomplete. Well covered by the Vikings there. And will bring up 3rd down and long.
A little low snap there to start that play, and great scheme defensively by MHB. 2 defenders on the intended receiver have a chance to get their offense on the field here early with an early 3 and out.
First drive of the game, 3rd down and 11. Cashin's got a single back, 3 receivers to his right. He'll survey, and being chased, he'll throw in the flat, incomplete. Heavy pressure that time by Harrison Walker, the 6'1", 220 senior, with the pursuit.
And Walker was such a great season last year for this MHB defense, stepping up as a senior leader on this team. Really been challenged by the coaches the last couple weeks to play like they know how he can, and that time credit him with the forced incompletion there.
Harrison Walker, one of the leaders of this Vikings defense, 3.5 tackles for a loss, 2 sacks on the year for the senior. 6'1", 220. And they will be punting here. 4th down and 11. Good snap, heavy pressure, and good off a nice, decent spiraling punt. Picked up far side and up around the 30-yard line. Colin Haig back there. Good to see Max Grundle, number 9, in uniform here tonight. He's been sidelined with some injuries. Got to figure he'll get some minutes upcoming here.
And going back to that last drive, MHB deferring the opening kickoff, sending their defense out first and making St. Arnold look good with that defensive stop, and now a chance to strike first.
Vikings at their own 30-yard line. Christian goes in motion, comes back left side. Brooks will throw left side and incomplete. Looking upfield was Kelson Baumgart. So they go a little bit of a screen. First play of the game, and the sophomore couldn't bring that one in. And speaking of Max Grundle, he steps back on the field.
Yeah, trying to catch the defense off guard early with a little receiver screen. We'll see if the Vikings now will go to the run here under center.
Kelson getting the start here and had the ball thrown his way. Here's a handoff. Wilson eludes one tackler, sidesteps, and he is taken down by a group of Goslings behind the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit backside that time by Conley Cashin. And it's going to be 3rd and long for the Vikings themselves.
And not the start to this drive if you're MHB that you wanted. Drop on first and then tough sledding on the run on second. So more than likely going to have to air it out here. We have seen some little short halfback screens in this situation in years past. We'll see what offensive coordinator Chris Ballback dials up.
Wide side for Henriksen, his left side, his dominant hand. Back to pass. He'll run that way, being chased. And surveys, going to tuck and run. Looks like gets across the 30, and that's about it. Good coverage downfield, gets a couple. And a possible 3 and out here for the Vikings on offense.
Yeah, Hendrickson doing what he can. Got to
the 34, so he gets about 5, but a 4th down and long upcoming here. And Brooks will go back into the punt position. Fourth down and 6, we'll call it. Got to get Sevilla out there on the edge. Brooks stands at his own 24-yard line. Gets a good snap. He'll roll. Flag comes in. Low liner. And going to be picked up at the 35-yard line. Near side 40 and out of bounds up around the 44-yard line. Flag came in at the line of scrimmage.
It looked like something with the motion there on the punting team. And after that return right up close to midfield.
Yeah, not a great operation there on punt team here. Week number 4, you expect those little things to not be a problem. The official is mic'd here tonight, which is nice if it works, but a lot of variables here at a high school field. 2 punts, 2 possessions. Watertown sets up shop right at midfield. Cashman will go single back now, 2 receivers to his left. He'll quarterback keep all the way and gets a little seam and scoots up around the MHB 44-yard line. Kind of snuck through there. Good gain of around 6.
Only 3 down linemen for that MHB defense, so going to have some 2-on-1 blocking opportunities up front for the Goslings. And if you're able to get through that initial seam, it's pretty easy sledding for some chunk yardage.
Yeah, he is their leading yardage getter on the ground. 2nd down and 4 at the MHB 44-yard line. Here's a snap handoff, right side. Trying to find something on the corner and nothing there. Ricky Sevilla doing a nice job of turning that inside. Jack Wilson and company cleaned it up. And going to be maybe a no gain or a modest loss. They're going to say no gain. Got back to line of scrimmage, 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, textbook play there by Sevilla coming in. Another one of them guys who saw a lot of playing time last year, a starter on a great MHB team, knows what it takes to be good. And you mentioned some new faces at the beginning of the year, but this defense brings a lot of experience back from the last year.
3rd down and 4. Watertown inside the MHB 44-yard line. Single back, pistol shotgun. Cashin back to pass. He'll throw left side and overshot Conley Cashin. A couple of Cashins on the field. 4th down and 4. You imagine they're going to go for it here. On the road here.
Sending out the punt team. Of course, Vikings got to
making me look bad.
Vikings still got to be worried about a fake here, and pretty good spot to do it in MHB territory.
Not a bad idea to play the field position game, but yep, you got to be aware of that fake. This is kind of that danger zone. Got to be alert. Colin Haig stands at his own 10-yard line, a decent punt last time for Watertown. 4th down and 4 at the 44. Good snap, and they will kick it away. A low liner, and going to take a nice Watertown roll. Haig picks it up on the roll to him, and he'll get up around the 22-yard line. So good job of saving some yards there. Otherwise, that thing might have rolled inside the 5-yard line. 3 possessions, 3 punts here. So they do put at the 22, 1st down and 10. MHB with a 3-and-out to start here tonight. Neither team has a 1st down. Brooks will hand off to Wilson. Wilson eludes one man, does a nice job of eluding that initial rusher, and gets up around the 29-yard line. Very positive yards on 1st down.
Yeah, it looked to be a read option there for MHB. Hendrickson electing to give it off to Wilson, and then on the stop there, the sophomore Cashin.
Yeah, Jack's at 5.4 yards per carry. He gets around 7 on that carry. 2nd down and 3. A lot of options now for Brooks Henderson, the senior quarterback. He'll survey, gets a snap. Handoff again to Mesh. Actually, fake the handoff. Brooks will keep it up to 35 and scoots up to the 39-yard line.
Vikings going back to that same play. This time Hendrickson keeping it. Read the edge defender perfectly. And, of course, with the threat of Jack Wilson in the middle, sometimes that defense loses sight of Hendrickson on those keepers.
Needed 3, got 10. Nice, really mesh handoff option there. Brooks will go under center. Haven't seen that a lot over the years from Brett St. Arnold's team. It's a handoff, Jack Wilson, the 40, the far side 50. And he's drugged down at the Watertown 46-yard line.
And didn't quite catch the numbers, but a couple of great blocks there on the far side of the field, really giving Wilson plenty of running room. And looking a little bit more like the MHB offense we're used to see after a slow start on their first drive.
Yeah, going under center just gives you a few more options. Just haven't seen that a lot over the years. Been mostly that pistol look. Shotgun formation. They go back to that 1st down and 10 now at the Watertown 46-yard line. 4 receivers to work with, including Hayden Anderson in the slot. Brooks will throw up around the 40-yard line and going to be close for a Kelson Baumgart 1st down, a couple yards short, but goes right back to the sophomore.
I like that play call on 1st down. Been heavy run so far. And going back to the sophomore after an early drop, able to redeem himself with a nice catch and get some confidence back in your receiver.
2nd down and a long 2. Vikings on the march here. Drive number 2. 5:49 rolling here, 1st quarter.
Looks like Myers in alongside Hendrickson now.
Hendrickson will hand off to Meyer. And he's going to try to find the corner. He dives for that 1st down. He's going to be just a little bit short, I think. The junior running back getting his first touch of the night. 35 rushes coming into tonight. Jack Wilson, 56 coming into tonight. So we're going to say a little short 3rd down and about 1.
And interestingly enough, with the weight difference of about 40 pounds with Wilson and Meyer, we've seen Meyer in a lot of short yardage situations and goal line. That wrestling background really comes in and knowing how to leverage your body and gain short yardage.
And Brooks will fake the handoff. He's off the races, far side 20, the 10. Brooks, touchdown, Vikings. 37 yards for the senior quarterback.
Hendrickson, another read option quarterback keeper. And I think that's the fastest I've seen him look this year. Just showing some absolute speed on the outside is the senior. Really adding another element to his game this season that we didn't see a whole lot last year, but I tell you what, there was no catching him on that one.
37-yard touchdown run from Brooks Hendrickson, a great fake to Meyer. And the Vikings strike first here with 4:52 left, 1st quarter. And going to be a timeout here. We'll keep things right here. Somebody called timeout.
Look like signal towards Watertown, so MHB likes to go for the 2-point conversion, so maybe
actually never mind.
Maybe some miscommunication there. He signaled Watertown timeout, did the official, but
Vikings lining up for the 2-point conversion. Under center. Handoff. Meyer. 2 points. Nice little conversion there. 8-0 Vikings, keeping things right here. Yeah, you can go with that replay there, Jack. 8-0 Vikings here. 2nd drive of the game for MHB. Broadcast tonight brought to you by First Weber, Mark Nortman and Associates, and by Kittleson Landscape Incorporated. Hope you enjoy the game tonight. Brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Nice drive, 6 plays, 78 yards. Brooks Hendrickson with a long touchdown run. The longest of the year for him for sure. Nice little drive there, Cade.
Yeah, just what you needed after a couple of nice defensive stands. First drive, stalling out, and then putting together, as we've seen all season, a combination of passes and runs that really keeps the defense on their toes. And when Hendrickson can run it, you already got to be worried about Wilson. Now you got to watch out for that threat. So at least on film, that'll give us some different looks.
Here's a boot near side again to the sideline, the 20. And back that same progression of flag comes in the 30-yard line, and he is stopped up at the 34. So presumably this one might be marching back on the Goslings. So special teams here, they have definitely zeroed in on that side of the kickoff return. First time didn't cover great, but second time good coverage, but a flag came in probably in the area of holding. Illegal block in the back, and that time the official's mic worked perfectly. That is a great addition to a high school football.
Perfect for the announcers when sometimes not always sure.
Yep. I have liked the officiating crew here so far. Very decisive and very thorough.
You wonder if they have to maybe go through a little bit more training to add that element. Not something used to seeing here at the high school level.
First down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. The Goslings trying to get their first down of the night. Their third drive of the night starts at their own 20-yard line. Fake the handoff. That's going to be Cashin going to his left, and he'll get a couple, and that's about it. So that play action really isn't doing much to this MHB defense. Great job that time by Parker Niles and company. And a gain about 1.5, 2 yards. We'll give him 2 because I can't do 1.5 yards.
Goslings can't quite figure out this MHB defense so far early in this one. Have definitely made things difficult.
Brady Crane is alone back in the backfield with Davis Cashin. Cashin will fake the handoff. He'll roll to his right. He'll zip it right side and overshot his intended man. Gosling over here, Caden Holden, a 6'2", 165 senior. Well covered that time by Eli Meyer and company.
And Parker Niles did a great job getting off his block there on the edge. No credit on the stat sheet, but certainly forced that incompletion.
Another third down here, and not necessarily long, but it's not short either. Third down and a long 8. 3 receivers for Cashin, 2 to his left, 1 to his right. He'll fake the handoff, rolling to his left, looking for a screen potentially. He's going to throw downfield. Wide open as a running back. That's Crane. Near side 40, the 30, the 20, and taken down from behind. A blown coverage from the Vikings. A flag does come in there. The big hitter might be coming back.
And Vikings going with the blitz there. Got through with the pressure. Just a great athletic play in the backfield. But as you said, that's probably in the area of some sort of illegal block.
Coach St. Arnold is letting somebody know it. Even though this one's coming back by flag, the Vikings fortuitous there. The young man coming off is Henry DeRozier. I don't know if he is the one in the coach's spotlight, but he did come off the field. And the Vikings luck out here. Boy, Crane was wide open. I mean, wide open.
Yeah, they will certainly take that. You run the risk of that during a blitz, but nobody's supposed to be that wide open.
They lose 11, back to the 11-yard line. Third down and 19. Wow, what a turn of events there.
And against a great team like MHB. If you're Watertown, you just can't afford stuff like that on big plays.
And there's a flag far side. As the officials were spotting the ball. So unsportsmanlike conduct on the sideline. Of course, the Watertown coaching staff, I imagine, was irate over that one, but they lose 5 more yards. 3rd down and 24 now. That ball was inside the 15-yard line of MHB. 3rd down and 24. Penalty after penalty. This could be a turning point in this first quarter. Blitz coming, cash in the end zone, eludes one tackler, and he gets smoked. He just gets rid of the ball, and they're going to say incomplete pass. Heavy pressure from the MHB defense. And Cashin lucky to get rid of that one. Meyer was the first man in there. And the pursuit from MHB. Boy, he threw it just as he was getting rocked. 4th down and 24 at the 16. Check that. That's the 11-yard line.
What a turn of events. You have a huge play on a coverage breakdown, and you think you're in MHB's red zone. All of a sudden it comes back, another penalty, and you're back in your own red zone, punting from your own goal line.
Yeah, the shadows of your goal line, about 2 yards from the end line. 4th and 24 on the scoreboard. Heavy pressure, nice. Actually a decent punt. Kind of dies, though. Far side. MHB will get the ball at the Watertown 32-yard line. Keeping things right here. Broadcast tonight brought to you by Mount Horeb Utilities, providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb. And by the Norsk Golf Club. Book a tee time online at norskgolfclub.com. Boy, that's a way to flip the field, huh?
Yeah, can't give too much credit to MHB's defense there. Just a couple of self-inflicted penalties there by the Goslings.
Brooks goes under center. He'll hand off. Actually faked the handoff, rolling to his left. Has a receiver near side, 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Henry DeRozier getting the touchdown reception from 33 yards out.
And that one was all run after the catch, just dumped it off into the flats, and DeRozier doing the rest all the way for the MHB touchdown.
I don't know for sure, but that might be his first reception of the year. I like how they go back to DeRozier, who might have been under the coach's spotlight for that blown coverage on defense, but what a way to make up for it. One play scoring drive, 2:50 left. Boy, this game has flipped on its head. 2-point conversion try again. Here's Meyer. Meyer will spin and get the 2-point conversion. (16-0). Meyer runs it in from 3 yards out. We'll take a quick break here. The Vikings lead 16-0 with 2:50 left in the first quarter right here on Wisco Radio.
Samuelson Eye Care, we know clear vision doesn't always mean healthy eyes. That's why we've introduced advanced screenings to capture detailed images above and below the surface of your eyes, helping us spot potential issues early, often before you notice any changes. These quick, painless scans give our doctors a deeper look at your overall eye health, so you can see clearly today and for years to come. For as low as $40, be sure to add on these screenings to your yearly exam by calling 608-437-3377. Protect your vision with Samuelson Eye Care.
And back here live at Vikings Stadium, Brad Richardson and Cade Johnson, back-to-back scoring drives for the Vikings. They take a 16-0 lead. Boy, they say sometimes good teams create their own luck. There you go. Watertown with a potential big play downfield. It gets called back by penalty. And the Vikings do the job on defense, force the punt. And Henry DeRozier collects his first touchdown reception of the year. 16-0 just like that. After a 3-and-out to start the game here, a 16-0 lead. Picked up at the 10-yard line. This time going to come right side, and that's Connor Kletch, who's had all 3 returns. A flag came in on the Vikings sideline as Cullen Olson was exchanging pleasantries with one of the Goslings. That was Jonah Berlinger. Not sure what happened there. Well, Watertown will get a gift, 15 yards in their favor. Puts them up at the 41-yard line, so pretty good starting field position tonight from their own 45, midfield, at their own 20, and now at their own 41-yard line. They have yet to get a first down. We thought they had it in that first drive, but it was called back. 3 3-and-outs for Watertown. 16-0 here, MHB with a lead at home week number 4. Going to be the pitch left side to Crane. Crane going to find the edge and pursuit that time by the MHB defense. Great job that time by Django Christian. First man in.
And the way the secondary tonight has been able to get downhill on these run plays has been pretty impressive, Brad. Seen Sevilla in there a few times now, Christian, and really helps out your interior when those guys can come up and make the plays on the outside.
He loses around 1, second down 11 from their own 40-yard line. Run defense has been really good here tonight so far. 4-man front facing the quarterback, Cashin. He'll roll to his right, and he's going to throw, and incomplete. Well defended, risky throw. Caden Schlimgen providing tight coverage on number 4, Connolly Cashin.
Watertown continuing to go with that quarterback rollout. MHB, however, has been able to get off the edge well, and at times it almost looks like they might just be better staying in the pocket because essentially you're in a foot race against Harry Walker on the edge, and not many guys are going to win those.
3rd down and 11, another 3rd and long for the Goslings offense. Cashin again, back, and taken down inside the 25-yard line. Pressure right away, Parker Niles in on the sack. His first of the year. All the way back to the 24-yard line. They lose 16 yards.
And after a little bit of help from penalties on their last defensive drive, MHB just dominating defensively this time. And about the same 4th down yardage as we saw in the last one, just not due to penalties.
1:11 left here, first quarter. And the Vikings presumably going to get the ball back here with good starting field position, leading 16-0. Colin Haig stands at his own 49-yard line. Here's a snap. Good one, and a good spiraling punt. Haig at midfield. Now near side. Eludes 1 to 40. Haig takes up to the 38-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle, perhaps by Dexter Haversack. But Colin Haig gives the Vikings great starting field position. The second time that MHB has started inside the Watertown side of the field. Last drive to 33, now at the 38-yard line. How about Henry DeRozier coming in and getting a touchdown reception?
Another great option on this offense that already has quite a bit of big play potential.
Here's a handoff. Wilson near side 40 to 35. Stiff arm sideline. And Jack inside the 22-yard line. Boy, he is tough to bring down with an arm tackle. I think what's been most impressive to me is his footwork in the pocket there. He does a nice job of eluding tacklers. It is interesting. He starts a little bit further back than what you're accustomed to from a tailback, sometimes close to 10 yards. Not as far back this time. Gaining 16, first down and 10 from the 22-yard line. Vikings on the march again. Toss this time to Wilson. Wilson's trying to find the edge right side, far side to 10, and a flag comes in and likely coming back on the backside there. First down run is going to be coming back.
Another great play call on the toss out of the shotgun. And Wilson, just a perfect combination of speed and power here for our MHB. Unfortunately, will probably be negated.
Illegal block in the back. They'll move him back to the 25-yard line. So they actually just lose 3 yards. First down and 13 back around the 25-yard line. It's a spot foul. Don't see a lot of block in the backs in high school, actually. It's more of the holding is what you see. First down and 13 now. Eli Meyer checks into the game. He's left of Hendrickson in the shotgun. Hendrickson back to pass. He's going to loft it for Schlemgen. Touchdown Vikings. Check that. Kelson Bumgart down the seam. A nice throw from Brooks.
Yeah, one-on-one coverage with minimal help over the top there for Bumgart. Just made a little move and off to the races. And how about the throw from Hendrickson? Just a perfect touch pass right over to the defender. That's about as great as you can draw it up against one-on-one coverage.
They like the athleticism from sophomore Kelson Bumgart in a 25-yard touchdown reception. The third score of this first quarter, just like last week. Two plays, 38 yards in total. Two big touchdown receptions. Vikings lining up for 2 points again. Handoff. Meyer, he fumbles it, and Watertown's going to come up with it. Not returnable. So 2-point conversion fails. 22-0 is our new score. We'll take a quick break here. The Vikings on Wisco Radio.
Farmers Savings Bank. We're more than just a bank. We're part of the community. By investing in local businesses, farms, and families, we help our communities thrive. Whether you're looking for a loan to grow your dreams or secure a place to grow your savings, Farmers Savings Bank is here to support you. When you bank with us, you're reinvesting in your own community. Farmers Savings Bank, where your success fuels our commitment to a stronger tomorrow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you have a home?
Hey, welcome back to Viking Stadium. A nice little start to this game. A 22-0 Vikings advantage. Taking advantage of a couple miscues out of Watertown and some fortuitous breaks that have gone their way. Two big touchdown receptions, quick scoring drives. Caden Bumgart, I believe that's touchdown number 1 for the sophomore on the year. 25-yard beautiful throw from Brooks Hendrickson. Offense is eating right now. That run, the run is really setting up the throwing game here. Complementary football.
And looked really good on that route there, did Kelson Bumgart. Only a sophomore, and if you got a weapon like that and against one-on-one coverage and loaded boxes against Wilson, might be a threat on the outside.
Here's a kick the other side, and dropped initially, then picked up at the 10-yard line. Looking for blockers, far side 20. Been the best part of their night has been kickoff return. A flag comes in, so that's going to negate a decent run. It's given them a chance for sure, but flags have been a problem for Watertown here tonight.
Couple things, yeah, as you mentioned, it has been a pretty penalty-filled first quarter, but MHB is far side there on the kickoff has been what has lost the contain.
Well, there's our block in the back again. Ball will hover around their own 22-yard line. Watertown looking for their first down of this first half. 13 seconds remaining in this opening quarter. It's all MHB. Taking advantage of their opportunities presented to them. First down and 10. Davis Cashin leading this offense. He'll whip it left side, has a receiver sideline, and going to be able to elude one tackler. Good job by Alex David, two first names, 6'1", 170-pound junior. Probably our final play of that first quarter, and we are at zeros after quarter number 1. MHB 22, Watertown 0 here, week number 4. We'll step aside. You're listening and watching the Vikings on Wisco Radio.
Home in the Mount Horeb area that you want to sell? Well, we have a solution for you. First Weber of Mount Horeb is your hometown realtor and is committed to finding you the perfect home. In town or in the country, Mark Nortman and his team will help you find the property of your dreams. Do you or a friend have a home or property that you need listed? Well, call us. We have motivated buyers for these properties. For the exposure and experience you need, call Mark Nortman at 575-3393 or visit them online today at firstweber.com. First Weber of Mount Horeb, your hometown realtor.
Hey, sports.
Welcome back to Vikings Stadium, home of the Mount Horeb Barneveld Vikings. A 22-0 advantage for MHB. They scored 21 last week in quarter number 1. Slowed down the rest of the game, but boy, they have started fast here tonight. Really puts the other team at a disadvantage when you're playing from behind like this. Cashin fakes, he'll throw right side. And another nice move there, and Watertown will get its first down. Caden Holden far side. Cashin throws a nice ball.
Going back to that same play, they ended the first quarter with a little hitch or curl route on the outside. I like those back-to-back play calls. MHB's pass rush has really made things difficult on the Goslings passing, so when you can get it out quick, give your guys time to run after the catch, that's a good way to adjust to that.
First down and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Cashin, quarterback, keep all the way. And he is thumped at the 38-yard line. Eli Meyer says, not today. They're going to mark him all the way back to the 37, losing 1. Eli Meyer filling the hole.
Yeah, just textbook there by Meyer. We saw a lot of that all season last year as a sophomore, now stepping up to an even bigger role as a junior. And just a key piece to this defense that's playing great all night.
Second down and 11. Cashin will throw right side across the field and tackled immediately far side again, looking for Alex David, and well covered right away.
I think I talked about the pass rush a little bit, but really the tackling from the secondary tonight has been the best I've seen all year from MHB. Can tell has been a point of emphasis.
Getting just 2 yards. A lot of passes for Cashin that are going across the field. It's a long throw in high school. 3rd down and 9 from the 39-yard line. So another relatively long 3rd down here for Cashin. Back to pass. Pressure. Throws and incomplete. Flag comes in. Andy Jones got tangled up with Alex David. 2 flags came in. That's just unfortunate there. I didn't see any contact from Jones other than just getting tangled up there. That ball sailed over the receiver's head.
Yeah, tough to tell from the initial play. I didn't think that even looked catchable, Brad. Not too sure on the actual contact, but nonetheless, Vikings caught a break earlier, so I'm sure the Goslings will take that now, marching into MHB territory.
New life here, 1st down and 10 at the MHB 46-yard line. Davis Cashin needed that to get his offense back on track here. Cashin fakes the handoff, trying to get through the left side and eludes one tackler. Near side now, DeRozier escorts him out of bounds. Good pursuit, limiting the damage from Cashin. He gets 1 or 2 on that one.
Keeps trying for that outside, does Cashin. Vikings have done a pretty nice job setting the edge.
Yeah, that play fake really hasn't done much to divert the eyes of the linebackers. Cashin has not hurt them here tonight. 4 receivers to work with this time. 2nd down and 9. Davis Cashin fakes the handoff. He'll throw right side and caught. Nice catch across the 40-yard line. That time was Joey Krusel. Or maybe Conley Cashin.
Going back to that 5-yard hitch once again. It's been the one thing that's kind of open against this MHB bend but don't break defense. But down 22 would
probably 4-down territory here.
Yeah.
3rd down and 4 at the MHB 40-yard line. 4 receivers again for Cashin. Left side is a wide side. Cashin, quarterback, keep all the way. And good pursuit by the Vikings, bringing up 4th down. First man at the spot was Harrison Walker. Cashin gets back to the line of scrimmage, a 4th down and 4. Great job there. Yeah, that play fake really hasn't done anything in the running game.
We'll look for Watertown to go back to that curl route on the outside, about the exact yardage that they've been throwing it. So we'll see if maybe the Vikings play a little bit more underneath here in coverage and leave themselves exposed to a pass over the top.
4th down and 4. Cashin rolls to his right. He's going to throw and almost intercepted. Doesn't matter. It's a turnover on downs. And a great job there again by the MHB defense. Harrison Walker and Aiden Knight leading the charge, attacking the quarterback.
We talked about it a little bit in the pregame, but the pass rush in football can really help out your secondary there. I think he had his receiver, but just flushed out of the pocket, running backwards. Just such a tough throw to make. So able to get the forced pressure, and Vikings will take over with some nice field position.
1st down and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Vikings have scored in 3 consecutive drives. Here's a handoff. Wilson. Wilson is bottled up, tackled at the ankles. Getting back to the line of scrimmage. That is one thing you have to do. He's not quite Derrick Henry, but that's the idea, right? Got to tackle him low. You got to wrap up. You're not going to tackle Jack Wilson at the shoulder pads. We've seen that here a couple of times tonight. Shedding tacklers. 2nd down and 10. Brooks in the shotgun. Brooks will set. He'll throw left side. Here's Anderson. Anderson trying to get that 1st down. He gets it inside the Watertown 46. Reception number 1 of the night for number 8, and they'll move the sticks.
Anderson, the big target out there. First time calling his name. Certainly a weapon the Vikings can go to at any time. Creates a mismatch against about anyone in high school football with his frame and athleticism. And nice pickup there. One thing about this MHB offense is they will stay aggressive, even up 22-0 in the second quarter.
14 yards on that first down play. Fake the handoff. Brooks off to the races, far side 30. Sideline, and he's taken out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Move the sticks again for MHB. Great fake that time by Brooks.
And not exactly sure what they saw in film, but MHB continues to go with the Hendrickson keeper off the read option, and it has worked to perfection. Be interesting to see the yards per carry when Brooks has kept it. It's got to be over 10 for sure after that long touchdown run.
31 yards on 2 consecutive plays. Vikings now setting up nicely at the 29-yard line. All this action, they have not been in the red zone officially here tonight. Brooks sets, throws, middle, has a receiver up to the 15-yard line. That's Connor McHugh coming from the right side. Move the sticks again. Now they're in the Plain, Wisconsin red zone. Yeah, funny. 22 points on the board, Cade, and first time in the red zone. 13 more yards. Connor McHugh getting in on the action. He'll set up shop right side. Fresh set here for MHB. Brooks.
Looks like you got one-on-one coverage again.
Hands off this time to Jack Wilson, near side to 10, to 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Great blocking again, right side, Jack Wilson with the TD for the Vikings. Nice little cut inside and good blocking downfield.
Yeah, great vision from Wilson. Great blocking, pretty much going into the end zone untouched. And MHB's offense is absolutely rolling after a bit of a slow start, now trying to make it a 30-0 ball game.
1 3 and out, but 4 scoring drives after that. Hendrickson under center. The law firm of Meyer and Wilson in the backfield. Looking for that 2-point conversion. Brooks will hand off right side. Meyer converts again. 30-0. MHB keeping things right here. 6:35 left here in this opening half. Broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Mountain City Bank, building lasting relationships with premier financial solutions. And by the Mount Horeb Barneveld Gridiron Club, an organization focused on assisting the development of youth football players in Mount Horeb. 4 straight scoring drives for MHB after going 3 and out to start here tonight. A 22-0 lead after the first quarter. They go up 30-0 their first drive of this second quarter. Watertown was driving, but they were turned over on downs. A quick 5-play scoring drive. They go 6 plays, 1 play, 2 plays, and now 5 plays for all their scores. Very, very efficient. Look more in sync here tonight as well. Both phases of offense and defense.
A lot of explosive plays, too. That's been great to see from MHB's offense.
Bit of a wobbler here off of Cullen Olson's foot at far side 20. And Watertown again getting decent starting field position. They'll be up around their own 36-yard line.
Just can't quite figure out the outside contain on the kickoffs. That's really the only one negative from this MHB team the entire game, though. Defense has been playing the best they have all year, and of course the offense As I mentioned, the most big plays we've seen so far this year.
MHB will get the ball to start the second half as well. 6:35 remaining here, 6:28 actually. After that run back on kickoff, 30-0. Wow. Watertown has shown the ability to move the ball, but not consistently. Throwing right side, that's high for an intended receiver. Near side, Alex David. Sevilla on the coverage. Second down upcoming.
Out route there for the junior David. Just unable to put that one on the money was Davis Cashin. Had a few opportunities here, but penalties and inability to get ahead of the chains.
Second down and 10. Cashing in that pistol shotgun look. Back to pass now. He'll throw middle and broken up. Bad decision there. Great job by Andy Jones and teammates. Third down and 10.
Yeah, both Jones and Christian had a chance. Had an interception. Might have almost played a little coverage on each other there. They'll take the incompletion, but wanted the interception.
Two straight throwing opportunities here, two incompletes at third down and 10. It's been kind of the story here for Watertown, a lot of third down and longs. Their last drive, 2 third down and 9s. They converted off a penalty. Third down and 10. Davis Cashin needs to get his offense going here. They will call timeouts. I think officially their first, the first half. We'll step aside as well. Come back for the remainder of this first quarter. The Vikings on Wisco Radio.
Fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
The Mount Horeb Barneveld.
And welcome back to Vikings Stadium. Fun little week number 4 start of this one. 30-0, the Vikings leading the visiting Watertown Goslings. MHB has had Watertown's number the last few years. Quick start here tonight. Third down and 10 Goslings. Blitz coming. Cashin will throw and just throws it deep, incomplete. Great job that time by Christian on the coverage. Looking again for Alex David down the seam. Boy. 3 balls that not real close to being completed in that drive. One almost intercepted, that one had no chance. Watertown's offense stalls out again. A lot of time left here. 6:12 left first half. MHB will stay aggressive. Punting from their own 22-yard line. Colin Hagg hovers around his own 35. Good snap. Kick away. Wobbler, and Hagg will come up with it near side 35. Trying to find the corner 40. Eludes one man, and he's escorted out of bounds rudely up across the 47-yard line. A flag comes in. That was close, but probably a step or step and a half out of bounds. Anytime you come in and crash into Huddle TV, I think you got a chance to have a flag called in your favor. Didn't look too malicious or...
Yeah, tough to stop your momentum there, but
yeah, I guess he kind of lowered his shoulder there at the end. But
Hagg kind of giving himself up, just heading to the sideline. Got to know better not to touch him. And
well, that's going to give MHB tremendous starting field position. at the Watertown 40-yard line.
Penalties really been killer here for the Goslings.
This is the third time that MHB has started inside the Watertown side of things. First down and 10 at the 40-yard line. A lot of quick scoring drives in this first half. Brooks Hendrickson sets and throws. Near side, Christian couldn't track it down. Pretty good ball, but just sailed a little bit out of the reach of Django Christian.
Yeah, just a go route for Django Christian. Had his defender beat. Not an easy catch to make the way that one kind of sailed towards the near sideline, but I'm sure one he'd still like to have back as it hit him in the fingertips.
MHB takes a shot at the Watertown 40-yard line. Now Christian in motion, fake the handoff. It's going to be Jack Wilson. Wilson will slither his way up around to the 35-yard line, keeps his momentum going to the 34. Always seems like there's one Watertown Gosling defender at his feet initially, but Jack doing a great job of making something really good happen out of those situations. Ball at the 34, gaining 6, third down and 4. Probably 4 down territory here for MHB, I would assume. Meyer checks in. The junior replacing senior Jack Wilson. 3 receivers to the right. Anderson in the slot. Brooks, blitz, steps, throws. He's got Hayden across the 30-yard line. Hayden has a first down at the Watertown 24-yard line. 10 more yards for Hayden on that one.
Little motion over into trips for Anderson. Open right away on the sit-down route, and thought Hendrickson might initially have missed them, but then able to go through his progressions and hit his 6'6" target.
Hayden getting into the action here a little bit in this first half. First down and 10 at the 24. Again, Christian in motion. Handoff, Meyer. Meyer starts middle. Meyer up the middle now at 15. Meyer inside and spins inside the 10-yard line. Back into the Plain, Wisconsin red zone for the MHB Vikings. Nifty run from Eli Meyer. They'll set up shop first and goal at the 9.
Little inside zone play for MHB. Got a great block from senior O-lineman Graben Valchev. And the Vikings continuing this offensive dominance.
Yeah, they're doing it in both phases right now, running and the passing game. First and goal from the 9. Meyer back in there, right of Brooks. Brooks fakes a handoff near side the 10, the 5, touchdown Vikings.
Another quarterback keeper for Hendrickson on the read option. And I said it before, but there must have been something this MHB coaching staff saw in film where a little bit undisciplined there by the defensive line of Watertown, and can't create a bigger hole than that for Hendrickson.
Yeah, Brooks having a nice night engineering this offense. Going for 2 points again here, leading 36-0. Eli Meyer, the single back. 2 tight ends. Man in motion is Sevilla. He'll get the pitch near side, and he'll scoot in. Check that. Actually, that might have been Django Christian. Keeping things right here. 38-0 on Real here. 5 straight scoring drives. Another quick one, 5 plays. They've gone 6 plays, 2 plays, 1 play, and the last 2 have been 5 plays as well. Broadcast night brought to you in part by Farmers Savings Bank, more than just your local hometown bank. And by Plain Wisconsin, swing sets, basketball hoops, trampolines, and more. Try it first at Plain Wisconsin. 38-0. Big turning point in this one early for Watertown, their third drive after MHB had scored. They thought they had a big play downfield, but it was brought back by penalty and ended up facing a 4th and 24 from their own 11-yard line. That's kind of started the onslaught here offensively. And the Vikings just have not slowed down. They have been aggressive. Something I think they got away from last week. They took a 22-0 lead after one, but just won 28-19 last week. Brooks throwing a pick six in that one, and took the Vikings a little bit of time and took all game really to seal that one away, but looking better and more aggressive here tonight. Here's Olsen. And do they have it? Onside kick, up 38-0. The Vikings looking for the dagger. Cullen Olsen recovers it. And it is a running clock right now. That's at 35 points. If it gets below that, it'll stop before the fourth quarter, but we're in running clock situation here. The Vikings go onside kick.
Yeah, interesting decision there to go with the onside, up 38-0. Clock continues to run. Vikings will have one more drive before the end of the half, and then, of course, get the ball at the half. So,
yeah, I think if you're looking at it, though, it's still the first half, and they saw what happened last week 3 minutes ago here. They're trying to get that back-to-back score opportunity.
And a Watertown timeout called.
Timeouts will keep things right here. Vikings looking for more here. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Weedman. Get ready to achieve a lawn care win with Weedman. Yeah, Vikings looking to put a nail in this one. I tell you what, staying aggressive. I think if this game was later, Cade, you do question that a little bit more, but certainly at this point, it's still the first half. And again, I think they're remembering kind of what happened last week where they got up big and didn't play well as a whole after that, but a whole different story here tonight, up 38-0. Trying to get that back-to-back possession, too. That's something. Vikings with all three timeouts as well. Cullen Olsen recovering the onside kick.
It's like the Pat McAfee viral onside kick, recovering it himself.
First down and 10. Yeah, it's not that this Vikings offense has been playing poorly. It's just they haven't been as consistent as they would like to be. And tonight they are really getting the big plays involved, something we haven't seen a ton of, but big plays here tonight. Yeah, you're right, Kate. It's something that the coaching staff has seen on this Watertown defense for sure. First down and 10. Now at the Watertown 48-yard line. Handoff. Wills actually keep it. With Brooks, near side 40 to 30. Brooks to 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, spinning. Touchdown, Vikings.
I mean, you keep going back to the read option with Hendrickson. Great finish to that run there. Stiff arm into a spin and into the end zone. And I don't know what the official total for Hendrickson yards is going to be at the half, but You just said it again. There's something that MHB saw with that read option, and Watertown has yet to adjust.
48-yard touchdown run from Brooks. They'll try an extra point now. The score is 44-0. Extra point upcoming here. We'll have a chance to maybe look at that potentially. Kick up in the air, and it is good. We will keep things right here, Jack. I don't know if that helps you with the replay situation or not. 45-0. Take a look at that play from Brooks Henderson, that touchdown run. Great job there getting inside the 10-yard line and spinning for the score. 45-0. One play scoring drive after the onside kick. There's still 2:50 left here in this first half. MHB with all 3 timeouts left. You wonder maybe kick it deep this time and use your timeouts. They get the ball to start the second half as well. This will be running clock situation. They did change that, which I like. If you get a 35-point difference or more in quarters 1, 2, and 3, they'll run the clock until it gets below 35. In the fourth quarter, it's continuous, regardless of the differential. So there will be a running clock here once this kickoff happens. It does stop after a score. Watertown probably more alert for the onside. Here's Olsen. He'll kick this one deep into the end zone and be picked up, and it's going to be a touchback. Nice kick there from Cullen. He goes onside to touchback.
It's one way to stop the return is just boot it into the end zone, and MHB likes to see that. Another interesting thing with MHB getting the ball in the second half will be, do you decide to send out your second team offense with the 45-0 lead?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I think a lot of times you'll do that in the fourth quarter, but you never know. A lot of times those JV teams can really be overmatched, with Varsity keeping their starters out there, regardless of the score. First down and 10, Watertown from their own 20-yard line. Cashett will throw near side, has his man across the 25 and spinning and being taken down. So forward progress would have been up to about the 24, and they're going to say negate that. 1 yard gain, second down and 9. Cashett will whip it right side, and it's deflected late. Great play on the ball, far side. Looked like that might have an opportunity to go for a longer gain, but that's deflected right at the end.
A great defensive recovery there by Colton Bell, the senior corner. As you said, might have had him beat. Throw came in just a tiny bit late, but the awareness to find the ball and get a hand on that negates a big play.
Third down and 9 from the 21-yard line. The clock will run here, even on the incomplete pass. 45-0 is our score. Cashett being flushed to his right. He'll throw it right side, sideline, and almost had his man, but incomplete. Looked like he had Dexter Haversack, but couldn't bring that one in. Fourth down upcoming.
Vikings only rushing 3, getting instant pressure, flushing Cashin out of the pocket again. It is tough sledding, trying to go against 8 guys in coverage when your O-line isn't able to hold up against 3. Still had a great shot at it, though. Haversack would like to have that one back.
90 seconds rolling here, a fourth down and 9. Actually a little surprised MHB didn't call a timeout. But they do get the ball to start the second half. I mean, they did go for onside kick, so they did take advantage there. Watertown is letting this one move down. Approaching a minute here. The back judge should be counting here pretty soon, I would expect. Watertown's taken an awfully long time. So we're trying to take this down a little bit further, call a timeout, and limit the damage here. And Watertown does call a timeout. We'll keep things right here. We're just 39 seconds remaining in this first half. 45-0. After an uneasy start, 3 and out, MHB has scored on every possession since. And quick scoring drives nonetheless. Pretty impressive here tonight, Cade.
Yeah, just capitalizing off of opportunities has been the story of this one, and the legs of Hendrickson has been what has impressed me the most. I know you see some speed when they roll him out left. He'll run it occasionally, but continuing with that quarterback keeper read option style look. And as you said before, that this game really just flipped on its head after that huge catch and run was called back with the illegal man downfield.
Yeah, big moment in the game, and they will kick away. Colin Haig will just let it do its thing. Takes a neutral roll, and MHB will have it at their own 47. 3 timeouts. We'll see how aggressive they are here. They do get the ball to start the second half. The clock will run, and I don't think they're going to run a play here. Well, you couldn't be any more impressive. Defense doing its job, forcing several 3 and outs, and offense full throttle. And that will be it for this first half. Entertaining and exciting Vikings first half here, 45-0. They will get the ball to start the third quarter. Well, we'll take our halftime break, and we'll see if we can track down some stats in that first half as well. Of course, we'll come back with second half coverage here on Wisco Radio. 45-0 as we head into halftime. The Vikings right here on Wisco Radio.
Barneveld Gridiron Club is an organization focused on assisting in the development of youth football players and raising funds for the Mount Horeb Barneveld Football program. The mission of the Mount Horeb Barneveld Gridiron Club is to work cooperatively with the Mount Horeb and Barneveld school districts to support the efforts of the Mount Horeb Barneveld High School Football Program and the Mount Horeb Barneveld Youth Football Program. To learn more about the Mount Horeb Barneveld Gridiron Club or to find out ways to support the program, head to mhb-football.com. That's mhb-football.com.
Go long!
That's a championship lawn. Be ashamed if some weeds took the title.
Nice hit, Johnson.
Are you sick and tired of your lawn getting sacked by weeds? Then sign up with Weed Man to help you achieve a lush, green lawn that stands up to weeds. Did I mention that it was kid and pet friendly? Tackle weeds on your home turf with Weed Man. Call or click today.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
At Mound City Bank, we're more than just a local community bank. We're your dedicated partner for all of your financial needs. Whether you're looking for a personal or business account, we have a range of options, including free checking, designed to suit your lifestyle. When it comes to loans, you can trust that every decision is made locally by our knowledgeable lenders who truly understand the needs of our community.
Come see how Mountain City Bank can make banking easier and more personalized for you. Stop by or call us in Mount Horeb at 608-437-2685. Mountain City Bank is proud to be here for you, with offices also in Platteville, Belmont, Cuba City, and Mineral Point. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Turn your home into the ultimate family playground with Plain Wisconsin. Choose from our traditional solid wood or maintenance-free vinyl swing sets, built for fun, safety, and years of enjoyment. Whether it's a basketball goal for your driveway or a full multi-sport court, Plain Wisconsin has everything you need for backyard action. Want the perfect lawn? Our synthetic turf putting greens and pet turf are perfect for practice, play, and furry friends. With Plain Wisconsin, you get quality, durability, and fun, all in one place. Visit our Middleton showroom to try it first or shop us online at plainwisconsin.com.
At Samuelson Eye Care, we know clear vision doesn't always mean healthy eyes. That's why we've introduced advanced screenings to capture detailed images above and below the surface of your eyes, helping us spot potential issues early, often before you notice any changes. These quick, painless scans give our doctors a deeper look at your overall eye health, so you can see clearly today and for years to come. For as low as $40, be sure to add on these screenings to your yearly exam by calling 608-437-3377. Protect your vision with Samuelson Eye Care.
At Farmers Savings Bank, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community. By investing in local businesses, farms, and families, we help our communities thrive. Whether you're looking for a loan to grow your dreams or secure a place to grow your savings, Farmers Savings Bank is here to support you. When you bank with us, you're reinvesting in your own community. Farmers Savings Bank, where your success fuels our commitment to a stronger tomorrow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you have a home in the Mount Horeb area that you want to sell? Well, we have a solution for you. First Weber of Mount Horeb is your hometown realtor and is committed to finding you the perfect home. In town or in the country, Mark Nortman and his team will help you find the property of your dreams. Do you or a friend have a home or property that you need listed? Well, call us. We have motivated buyers for these properties. For the exposure and experience you need, call Mark Nortman at 575-3393 or visit them online today at firstweber.com. First Weber of Mount Horeb, your hometown realtor.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
The Mount Horeb Barneveld Gridiron Club is an organization focused on assisting in the development of youth football players and raising funds for the Mount Horeb Barneveld Football program. The mission of the Mount Horeb Barneveld Gridiron Club is to work cooperatively with the Mount Horeb and Barneveld school districts to support the efforts of the Mount Horeb Barneveld High School Football program and the Mount Horeb Barneveld Youth Football program. To learn more about the Mount Horeb Barneveld Gridiron Club or to find out ways to support the program, head to mhb-football.com. That's mhb-football.com.
Go long! That's a championship lawn. Be ashamed if some weeds took the title.
Nice hit, Johnson.
Are you sick and tired of your lawn getting sacked by weeds? Then sign up with Weedman to help you achieve a lush, green lawn that stands up to weeds. Did I mention that it was kid and pet friendly? Tackle weeds on your home turf with Weedman. Call or click today.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
At Mound City Bank, we're more than just a local community bank. We're your dedicated partner for all of your financial needs. Whether you're looking for a personal or business account, we have a range of options, including free checking designed to suit your lifestyle. When it comes to loans, you can trust that every decision is made locally by our knowledgeable lenders who truly understand the needs of our community.
Come see how Mound City Bank can make banking easier and more personalized for you. Stop by or call us in Mount Horeb at 608-437-2685. Mound City Bank is proud to be here for you, with offices also in Platteville, Belmont, Cuba City, and Mineral Point. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Turn your home into the ultimate family playground with Plain Wisconsin. Choose from our traditional solid wood or maintenance-free vinyl swing sets, built for fun, safety, and years of enjoyment. Whether it's a basketball goal for your driveway or a full multi-sport court, Plain Wisconsin has everything you need for backyard action. Want the perfect lawn? Our synthetic turf putting greens and pet turf are perfect for practice, play, and furry friends. With Plain Wisconsin, you get quality, durability, and fun, all in one place. Visit our Middleton showroom to try it first or shop us online at plainwisconsin.com.
At Samuelson Eye Care, we know clear vision doesn't always mean healthy eyes. That's why we've introduced advanced screenings to capture detailed images above and below the surface of your eyes, helping us spot potential issues early, often before you notice any changes. These quick, painless scans give our doctors a deeper look at your overall eye health, so you can see clearly today and for years to come. For as low as $40, be sure to add on these screenings to your yearly exam by calling 608-437-3377. Protect your vision with Samuelson Eye Care.
At Farmers Savings Bank, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community. By investing in local businesses, farms, and families, we help our communities thrive. Whether you're looking for a loan to grow your dreams or secure a place to grow your savings, Farmers Savings Bank is here to support you. When you bank with us, you're reinvesting in your own community. Farmers Savings Bank, where your success fuels our commitment to a stronger tomorrow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you have a home in the Mount Horeb area that you want to sell? Well, we have a solution for you. First Weber of Mount Horeb is your hometown realtor and is committed to finding you the perfect home. In town or in the country, Mark Nortman and his team will help you find the property of your dreams. Do you or a friend have a home or property that you need listed? Well, call us. We have motivated buyers for these properties. For the exposure and experience you need, call Mark Nortman at 575-3393 or visit them online today at firstweber.com. First Weber of Mount Horeb, your hometown realtor.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
The Mount Horeb Barneveld Gridiron Club is an organization focused on assisting in the development of youth football players and raising funds for the Mount Horeb Barneveld Football program. The mission of the Mount Horeb Barneveld Gridiron Club is to work cooperatively with the Mount Horeb and Barneveld school districts to support the efforts of the Mount Horeb Barneveld High School Football program and the Mount Horeb Barneveld Youth Football program. To learn more about the Mount Horeb Barneveld Gridiron Club or to find out ways to support the program, head to mhb-football.com. That's mhb-football.com.
Go long.
It's a championship lawn. Be ashamed if some weeds took the title.
Nice hit, Johnson.
Are you sick and tired of your lawn getting sacked by weeds? Then sign up with Weedman to help you achieve a lush, green lawn that stands up to weeds. Did I mention that it was kid and pet friendly? Tackle weeds on your home turf with Weedman. Call or click today.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
At Mound City Bank, we're more than just a local community bank. We're your dedicated partner for all of your financial needs. Whether you're looking for a personal or business account, we have a range of options, including free checking designed to suit your lifestyle. When it comes to loans, you can trust that every decision is made locally by our knowledgeable lenders who truly understand the needs of our community.
Come see how Mound City Bank can make banking easier and more personalized for you. Stop by or call us in Mount Horeb at 608-437-2685. Mound City Bank is proud to be here for you, with offices also in Platteville, Belmont, Cuba City, and Mineral Point. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Welcome back to Vikings Stadium as we get set for quarter number 3 here tonight. 45-0 MHB over the visiting Watertown Goslings. 3 touchdowns for Brooks Hendrickson on the night, all on the ground. And he's thrown 2, one to Henry DeRozier, one to Kelson Baumgart, and Jack Wilson has a rushing touchdown. 45-0, and I think stats just came in. Thank you, Nolan Krantz, for that.
Yeah, 311 total offensive yards to 15 MHB, leading Watertown in that department. 311 yards and a half of football. That's quite a offensive half, and not to mention a lot of the time the defensive the defense set them up with pretty good field position. So a lot of drives and a lot of high-powered offense. If anybody has Brooks Hendrickson in their fantasy
for
league,
sure.
that'd be quite the first half stat line.
Yeah, 6 rushes for 126 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's thrown one as well. He's leading the team in rushing. 16 rushes as a team, 208 yards. Was it one touchdown to Jack Wilson? Was that a...
He threw one to Baumgart, and then he had the one to DeRosa.
That's right,
on the flats.
So
2 passing touchdowns.
Yeah.
So 5 total touchdowns.
And then the run for Jack. So all MHB in that first half. Watertown, they were trying to get something going, but a big penalty moved them back, and they just couldn't get on track in that second half. MHB throws in an onside kick. They score 1 play later. Big plays here tonight.
And according to the stats for MHB, 4 penalties for 45 yards, and Watertown 5 penalties for 51, but that doesn't tell the full story about a couple of big play, or mainly one big play called back that was about a 50-yard swing. So
MHB will get the ball to start the second half. It will be running clock in this third quarter. The differential is 35 to start that running clock. And I like the rule change with that is if it happens prior to the fourth quarter, it'll run until it goes below 35. But once you're in the fourth quarter, the differential doesn't matter. It will continue to run. So
pretty long first half in terms of actual time as well, with all the penalties and big plays and touchdowns. So more than likely, unless Watertown really finds it offensively, going to be a tale of 2 halves in terms of total time.
Yeah, we'll see here what decision they've made as far as who's going to play this third quarter. A lot of times you will see your starting unit out there for part or all the third quarter. But we'll see here an advantage of 45 points.
Be interesting historically what the biggest first half lead Mount Horeb Barneveld's had over the past few years or even throughout history.
Christian, I guess, catches it inside the 5-yard line, and I thought, his knee went down. He slipped, and they're going to set up shop at their own 2. So not the starting field position that they wanted. And they will bring in the JV offense here to start this third quarter. Watertown will keep their number 1 defense out, and this is kind of a tough spot for your younger guys to come into, backed up at their own 2-yard line.
I'm sure they talked about it all at half, so tough to change now, but it's almost one where you want to let the starters maybe get a first down and give Harvey Helen and company some breathing room.
Hayden Jeglum will be the running back. So MHB first down and 10 from their own about 2-yard line. And Jeglum might have lost one. Second down and 11 back around the 1-yard line. Not ideal here. And Watertown's going to keep their number 1s in likely. Harvey Helen will run the show here in the second half. And he'll take it and run left side. Harvey's got a head of steam, gets across the 5-yard line and a little bit of breathing room. Yeah, Harvey came in that Grafton game facing I believe it was a 4th down actually. It was 3rd or 4th down. I think it was a 4th down and around 6 yards, and threw a strike to Hayden Anderson to move the sticks as Brooks was cramping up.
I've caught a little bit of Helen at quarterback in the JV games, and certainly a dual threat with the ability to run it. A little undersized back there in the pocket, but has a strong arm and a chance now to get a first taste of a few drives against a varsity defense here as a sophomore.
3rd down and 5. And a delay of game. That seemed quick.
Clock continues to run and the play clock will reset, so doesn't hurt MHB too much in terms of time, but obviously going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. Wonder how many times they'd let you do that before putting an end to it just to keep the clock rolling.
So lose about 3 there, so 3rd down and around 7, back around the 3-yard line. Harvey will take it from his goal line. He'll throw it, and it's intercepted. Looking for the slot receiver, and Watertown's number 1 offense turns over MHB's JV offense. And it will be the JV defense coming out there as well for MHB. So an INT. Watertown will have it at their own 5-yard line. 1st and goal from the 5. They'll keep their varsity offense in. That's Davis cashing down 45-0. And it will be a handoff, and spinning out of trouble, a nice run by Elijah Jans, who was initially bottled up, and Watertown scores their first of the night.
Able to capitalize off the MHB turnover. But now it maybe gets a little interesting in terms of what you decide to do if you're Coach St. Arnold and putting your starters back out, or if you give the JV one more go
Yeah,
at
I think
it.
you try to give your JV better starting field position. That was a tough spot there against the number 1 defense. They'll try for the extra point, is up, and it is good. We'll keep things right here. 45-7 is our new score. Nice little run by Elijah Jans. Broadcast tonight brought to you by First Weber, Mark Nortman and Associates, and by Kittleson Landscape Incorporated. Hope you enjoy the game. Brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Yeah, tough luck on that last kick return as Django slipped inside the 5-yard line. Of course, in high school, knee is down, you're down. So tough starting field position. I imagine, yeah, you give your JV another run at it here. It's always tough when you've got to go up against a starting varsity defense. That's sometimes why you'll see a team keep their varsity starters in a little bit in that 3rd quarter to keep that advantage. You're going your way, but obviously could make the call either way. And looks like probably the second team kick return. A lot of JV players out there as well. Colton Stye had a nice kick to start this second half. Stye with her approach. And a nice end over end. Hayden, actually, that's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. So good decision back there.
A little bit easier start here to the drive, not with your back on your own goal line. So hopefully the extra breathing room helps JV offense operate a little bit smoother, but always a tough task going against majority juniors and seniors on defense as sophomores.
So Harvey Helen will set up drive number 2 at their own 20-yard line, so better breathing room here. Resetting the clock to 7:50. It was not touched. On the touchback. So we are set for action here. First down and 10 from the 20. Clock does continue to run here. A 45-7 ball game. Here's Jeglin. Jeglin threading his way up and keeping his feet moving. Gets around the 23 or 24-yard line. They thought actually Hayden might see a little bit more varsity action, but hasn't seen much with Jack Wilson and Eli Meyer.
Yeah, the way Wilson and Meyer have been running the ball and still able to do their thing on defense, haven't necessarily needed them, but a great option to have.
Second down and 7 now at the 23-yard line. Quarterback keep, Harvey Helen, far side left, and he's going to be spun up around that 30-yard line. Nice little fake there, and going to be really close to that first down marker, and they're going to move the sticks.
It worked with Hendrickson all in the first half. Might as well stick with the quarterback read option. Helen also with some speed of his own.
Yeah, of course, we don't have all the numbers. I'm guessing guys have switched jersey numbers this week because some of these guys just don't have names associated with numbers. So our apologies there. We do the best we can. Harvey Helen will hand off. And a nice run up to the 37-yard line. Not sure who that is. Number 44 in the varsity roster. There is none. Nice little run there. Second down and 3. Actually, closer to 4 yards there. Another run here right side, this time getting up around the 40-yard line. He's dumped down and might have enough for a first down.
It's a good, tough run. And a great finish to the end of that, falling forward for the extra yards, moving the chains.
Working the edges. Couple first downs here on this drive, which start at their own 20-yard line. So a little better look here. They are running against that Watertown starting defense. These guys probably played last night too. So Harvey throws far side and nice reception that time, far side. And I think that was Sam Grundle.
Sailed the throw just a little bit. Great adjustment mid-air, able to come down with that while taking the hit.
Sam using his 6'2 frame to pull that one down. The sophomore. Good to see his older brother Max suiting up here tonight. Got into some plays. Second down and 5 at the 45. Motion. Here comes the end around and getting up around midfield. Another first down for this running game for the MHB JV. Potentially Connor McHugh there, I think, getting the end around. Did he just say the 51-yard line? Or did I mishear things? Did he say that?
I didn't catch it.
Dave Reed on the PA. The 51-yard line. Like it. Watertown 49. First down and 10. Here's Hayden Jeglin. Makes a cut, left side. Jeglin up around the 40-yard line. So this JV offense getting lathered up. Inside the Watertown 40-yard line. 10 yards on that. The first down of this drive. Harvey Helen engineering this one. Run blocking showing some promise. 3:17 rolling here in this third quarter. Maybe this MHB JV offense can strike quickly. Handoff again, right side, and just trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all they can do. Well, if anybody's out there and knows who number 44 is wearing a varsity jersey, let us know. Enough people have our numbers. I'll take a number 42 as well. It's maddening trying to keep track of all the jerseys. I didn't realize how often players switch numbers in football. I had a number and stuck with it, maybe because I was an offensive guard.
Helen going over to the line that time, getting the play call from JV offensive coordinator Malik Winston. Of course, had quite the career for the Vikings back about 6 years ago.
Quarterback keep, positive yards on that 2nd down and 10 run. Harvey getting up to the 46-yard line. Checked at the 36, gaining 3.
So turning over a little play calling from the JV offensive coordinator. Of course, the school all-time leader in rushing yards is Winston.
1:43 rolling here at 45-7. Vikings lead. They were dominant in that first half. The JV took over here in the second half. Quick moving third quarter.
Gotta imagine potential 4-down territory.
Yeah, it might be, right? So otherwise, you try to pin them deep with your JV defense out there. But a 3rd down and 7, see if they can convert here. Helens looking to convert. Back to pass. He'll throw up the middle. And a nice play up across the 30-yard line. That might be enough to move the sticks. Sam Grundle with another 1st down. Nice little drive here to start their own 20-yard line. They have moved into the 29-yard line. Another 1st down. Not to discredit what the Varsity did, but this is the longest drive of the night for MHB, 11 plays.
Yeah, a little more methodical from the second team after Varsity showing a bunch of big plays, but either way gets the job done, and if nothing else, keeps the clock running as much as possible. 1st
down and 10. Here's a run wide side again, and getting back to the line of scrimmage barely. Watertown doing a nice job of sealing that one. 20 seconds left here in this third quarter, fast-moving third quarter. Watertown did score to tighten things up a little bit, but a 45-7 advantage still in this one. MHB started inside their own 5-yard line with the JV offense against the Watertown defense. That is the last play of the third quarter. We'll keep things right here. A broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Mount Horeb Utilities, providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb. And by the Norsk Golf Club. Book a tee time online at norskgolfclub.com. Also brought to you here tonight by Mound City Bank, building lasting relationships with premier financial solutions, and by Mount Horeb Barneveld Gridiron Club, an organization focused on assisting development of youth football players in Mount Horeb. Head to the fourth quarter, a 45-7 advantage for MHB here. Nice little drive shaping up for this JV, who's facing the Watertown's #1 defense, and they've got a nifty little 11-play drive unfolding here. Check that play number 12 upcoming. 2nd down and 12, back around the 31-yard line. Hayden Jegelman single back with Harvey Helen, the sophomore combination in the backfield. It will be quarterback keep. Helen far side, and he is stood up at the sideline. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but the door is slammed shut there. Watertown adjusting a little bit. Vikings had been successful. Not sure why the clock would ever try to stop.
I don't think it ever started at the start of that play.
Yeah, that could be too. It's probably a reason why. 3rd down and 12. Interesting here if they're unable to get closer to that first down marker, what you do with this JV offense. Vikings will travel to Stoughton next week. They start their Badger Conference play. Tough stretch of games coming up at Stoughton at home versus Edgewood. Edgewood winning big or leading big earlier. Helen will throw on the run, has a receiver up the 20-yard line. Nice play to Connor McHugh again, getting to the 20, gaining 11. So 4th down and 1, I think you absolutely go for it here. Maybe 2. Closer to 2 yards, but definitely going for it here. Up around the 21-yard line. They'll take their time. 10:40 and counting.
Not quite sure when the drive started, but got to be a over 10-minute drive about now here, Brad.
And MHB was a little slow getting the offense going there. They'll call timeouts, and they'll talk about this 4th down and 2 play. We'll keep things right here. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Farmers Savings Bank, more than just your local hometown bank. And by Plain Wisconsin, swing sets, basketball hoops, trampolines, and more. Try it first at Play in Wisconsin. And also by Weedman. Get ready to achieve a lawn care win with Weedman. Thank you to all of our sponsors, allowing us the opportunity to do what we love. Cover these MHB Vikings. Another special season is starting off pretty well, but you mentioned tough games upcoming here. A lot of season left. Trying to move to 3-1 though. Here tonight at 4th down and 2, we'll call it for Harvey Helen in the offense. Handoff, left side, and Hayden Juglum trying to get to that 20-yard marker. Can't do it. It'll be a turnover on downs. Got about a yard and a half, but not enough. So, yeah, you're right. A long drive there, Cade, because Watertown really didn't have the ball very long in that scoring drive.
About as good as you could ask for in terms of running the clock. Just couldn't quite finish it with an end result of a score, but certainly taking the air out of the football, get everybody off the field without any further damage.
Yeah, the good news is the clock will continue running here in the 4th quarter regardless if Watertown is able to score again or not. Davis Cashin will throw middle and high. Another incomplete pass, a high pass for Cashin, who remains in the game. Always an interesting decision point if you're on the lower end of a big blowout like this. Do you keep your varsity offense out? They've elected to do so.
And I think with the only score coming off of a 3-yard drive, you really just want to see your offense put together some sort of drive and come away with some points, try to get some momentum going into next week, as this Vikings defense has really held them in check.
Davis Cashin will fake the handoff. He'll run right side, surveys, and he'll get up around the 28. He's smacked, though, by that defense. Led that time by Carson Leisinger, I believe. I'm just going by what the roster tells me, so don't blame me if I'm wrong. 3rd down and 3, maybe closer to 4, but a long 3 nonetheless, up around the 28-yard line. Davis Cashin will try to convert this 3rd down. Cashin will run to his left. Quarterback keep the whole way, and he's got a 1st down up across the 35-yard line. They do get to the 36, 1st down and 10. So 8 yards on that, 3rd down and 3 play. Clock runs here, 7.5 here, 4th quarter. Cashin will throw right side, has a receiver across the 40, hadn't fumbled it, and it goes into a Gosling's breadbasket, and they are gifted a 1st down. So interesting play there, as it was Alex David coming up with the fumble. Up around the 47-yard line, they gain 11. (45-7). Cashin a long drop, and he's going to throw downfield, looking for receiver. Flag came in, out of bounds is the reception. And a flag in the area of holding. Flags aren't the worst thing in this situation. It keeps the clock running. But I think this might be a hold.
They're trying to go deep. Unable to give.
Illegal shift, was that what it was?
See, he looks like he's turned on the microphone now to tell us.
Oh, okay. Now it's holding. I thought he indicated illegal shift, but holding makes more sense.
About another minute off the clock during that whole series of events, though, with the play and penalty call and to the snap. Now under 6 minutes. Fans still sticking around. Student section still pretty full. Great turnout for a Mount Horeb Barneveld football game. Dominant from start to finish.
1st and 20. And a run for Elijah Jans, who had the lone touchdown here tonight. Didn't do much facing the MHB starting defense, but gets a touchdown against the JVs. He'll still take it. This JV defense has played really well, actually, in this second half. They obviously gave up a short touchdown run, but
quick injury timeout. That'll stop the clock.
They should rerun it. Second down and about 14. Here's a pass, a right side sideline. A flag came in. Sideline warning, I think, maybe on. So 3rd down and about 15, back around the 43-yard line. 4.5 here rolling. Throw over the middle, across midfield, and manageable 4-down opportunity here upcoming.
And you already touched on it a little bit, but this second team offense and defense coming out against a Watertown first team school enrollment of about 1,100 kids and really holding their own out here, Brad.
4th down and 5. It's a throw for a first down across the 41-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds around the 37-yard line. That was completed to Caden Holden. So Watertown keeps its starting offense out there. We're trying to get something going here late in this fourth quarter. 3:39 rolling fourth quarter. This JV defense has held their own. About a 13-yard gain on that one. First down and 10 now at the 36 of MHB. Davis Cashin's been held in check here tonight. Fake the handoff. He's going to loft it left side, and it is broken up. A flag comes in.
I think he got to him a little bit early there and never got the head around.
Just a little bit. Did a good job of recovering late.
Maybe if he gets the head around, that's one that
maybe just got there a little early, and that's okay. Again, this is a varsity starting offense against a full JV defense, so they played pretty well. 2.5 to go here, and they're going to march it all the way down to the 21-yard line. Well, the Gosling's trying to get touchdown number 2 against this JV defense. Fake the handoff. Davis Cashin is going to be bottled up. Good job by Leitsinger. And a flag comes in as Leitsinger was excited he stopped the varsity quarterback. I get it, but come on.
Yeah, officials staying on top of things here at 45-7 and under 2 minutes. I guess the clock keeps running regardless, but Watertown will head to Plymouth for their next matchup next week after falling here to MHB. As you mentioned, Brad, Mount Horeb with a big matchup as well.
Ball marked at the 11-yard line. Here's Jans again, left side, and he's taken down that time by the JV defenders. Doing a really nice job here, actually. Again, this is the varsity offense, starters. Trying to get in the end zone again here. 2nd down and 5 with a minute rolling here. Cashin will throw end zone too high. Yeah, see if this JV defense can make a stand here.
So probably
46 seconds here.
Time for 2, maybe 3 more plays, depending on how quick these go.
Can get a first down. 3rd down and 5 at the 6. Cashin fakes the handoff. Going to scramble to his right. At the 5, Cashin will throw it. Was he over the? Boy, I felt like he was over the line of scrimmage. He was inside the 5-yard line when he threw that. Looked to me like he was over, but I don't have the best angle. Officials are talking about it. Heck, I'd run the clock if I was running the clock right now.
Touchdown.
And they're going to say touchdown. So from the officials' point of view, it was, I guess, at the line of scrimmage.
Just have to have some part of your body behind the line, so maybe a pinky toe or something was
yeah, he was right at the line of scrimmage after we went to New York, reviewed it. Jack Goodwin helping us out here, engineering. Ethan Gage and Cam Goodwin running cameras. Always appreciate. Ooh, doink. Extra point is no good. Long drive, though. results in a score for Watertown's starting offense. Keeping things right here. "14 plays on that, so that JV defense did a nice job of staying strong. Nothing wrong with that effort.
Just a couple of penalties that kind of hurt them, but got to be pretty impressed with what you saw both offensively and defensively here in the second half with the second team, JV team.
Yeah, they took a 14-play drive, turned it over on downs, down the 20-yard line, and they just made Watertown complete 14 plays themselves. So, great job. Watertown gets the 2 scores here in this second half. Not going to be enough. Clock stopped here, 23 seconds. See if Watertown returns the onside kick favor.
Almost prefer it rather than a touchback that stops the clock.
Yeah. And they'll kick it deep. End over end. Jeglum at his own 12-yard line. Has some blockers in front to 20, and he'll go down on a knee.
Should do it.
Smart decision there by the sophomore backup running back. Impressive win here for the Vikings as they start Badger Conference small play next week at Stoughton. But a 45-13 victory here tonight for the Vikings over the visitors, the Watertown Goslings, who fall 1-3 on the year, 3-1 for the MHB Vikings. Well, been a fun night, especially if you're a Vikings fan here watching this team roll up and down the field, collecting 45 points before the half, and they run away with this one here tonight. I want to thank the crew again, Ethan Gage and Cam Goodwin and Jack Goodwin. Behind the scenes, Cade Johnson helping me up here in the booth. I want to thank Blaine Bessel and Cam as well for getting us on the air as always. The Vikings victorious tonight, 45-13. They moved to 3-1 here in 2025. We'll see you next week at Stoughton. Thanks for listening. It's been a great night. And we'll catch you at Stoughton next week.
Samuelson Eye Care, we know clear vision doesn't always mean healthy eyes. That's why we've introduced advanced screenings to capture detailed images above and below the surface of your eyes, helping us spot potential issues early, often before you notice any changes. These quick, painless scans give our doctors a deeper look at your overall eye health, so you can see clearly today and for years to come. For as low as $40, be sure to add on these screenings to your yearly exam by calling 608-437-3377. Protect your vision with Samuelson Eye Care.
At Farmers Savings Bank, we're more than just a bank. We're part of the community. By investing in local businesses, farms, and families, we help our communities thrive. Whether you're looking for a loan to grow your dreams or secure a place to grow your savings, Farmers Savings Bank is here to support you. When you bank with us, you're reinvesting in your own community. Farmers Savings Bank, where your success fuels our commitment to a stronger tomorrow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you have a home in the Mount Horeb area that you want to sell? Well, we have a solution for you. First Weber of Mount Horeb is your hometown realtor and is committed to finding you the perfect home. In town or in the country, Mark Nortman and his team will help you find the property of your dreams. Do you or a friend have a home or property that you need listed? Well, call us. We have motivated buyers for these properties. For the exposure and experience you need, call Mark Nortman at 575-3393 or visit them online today at firstweber.com. First Weber of Mount Horeb, your hometown realtor.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs.